It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
Boxing King Media in association with the Riyadh season. Delighted to be joined by Jay Opetaia all the way from Oz. It's 7 p.m. over there, I understand. Jay, how you doing, man? I see you've got a new clean shave and fresh cut.
I'm good, thank you, bro. Nothing changes for me. Same lifestyle, bro. Just training, getting ready for the next fight.
I bet you are, man. You always seem that type of person that just probably doesn't do anything outside boxing other than just like eat, sleep, train, shit. Is that pretty much it?
Eat, sleep, train, and on my rest days I go fishing. So
That's it, fishing.
I'm
That's
good.
good. When's the last time you went fishing?
Probably like about 2 weeks ago.
All right. You catch anything?
Caught something, bro. A couple fish. It's
All
pretty
right.
good. It was actually a good little night.
Is it the type of fishing where you chuck the fish back in, or do you actually cook them and eat them as well?
Nah, these ones I threw back. Just
Okay.
didn't keep these ones, but depends how I'm feeling. If I want to feed a fish, I'll keep some, but I'll never keep too much. I always just keep what I'm gonna eat the next day.
Okay. I saw this comparison a while ago. I remember I read it somewhere, like fighters that are quite unique personalities that come across quite serious. Like somebody was comparing you to Mike Tyson, saying, "Our Mike's like this in the ring, but away from that, he loves his pigeons. It's something that calms him down, and it's just a completely opposite." Is it the same sort of thing with you and fishing? Because in the ring, you just seem like a really serious character, and that's just like your alternative life.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's a sort of flick that switches. You know what I mean? You gotta turn into that sort of animal to get in the ring and get in the gym. But other than that, I'm not a very serious dude. I just like to muck around, have a laugh, and hang out with my family, do some fishing, and But when it comes time to business, bro, we don't waste any time. So, but we earn our fun.
Good stuff. So let's jump straight into it. You're rematching Marius Braides. It's a bit of a strange one because last time you beat him unanimous with a broken jaw, double broken jaw. Then you fought somebody else in between. The IBF took the belt off you, and then now you're back fighting for the same belt and it's vacant. How do you kind of find the whole politics of that, and then also getting up and training for a guy that you beat UD last time?
Mate, it's just politics, you know what I mean? We've spoke about stuff like this before. It is what it is. I'm not gonna sit around and whinge and whine. This is the best fight for me at this time. So let's get it done. I'm not here to complain or make excuses. No, I'm just training hard and I've got to make sure my hands raised after that fight.
Do you end up with God willing, if you win, do you end up with two belts, two IBF belts? Because obviously you would have got one when you won last time, and now you're technically fighting for a vacant belt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll have add it to the collection.
That's mad, isn't it? And then regards to motivation wise, I know, like you said, you just kind of get on with things, but most fighters, if you beat someone in a close fight, then maybe that might give you more determination. But on paper, you beat this guy with a double fractured jaw, and it was a UD decision. So the mindset that you're training for this guy, like, how hard is it to kind of just keep it 100?
In my head, I just feel like this guy's coming to break my jaw and take my head off. You know what I mean? This guy's coming to take everything I am working for. Um, so I'm training hard like always. You know what I mean? I'm in those deep waters. I'm digging deep every day. Pushing my body, pushing my mind. Um, I personally, I honestly feel that it is impossible for him to match me in the gym. You know what I mean? Like at his age, it, it is impossible for him to match me unless he's on performance enhancing drugs. You know what I mean? Like the way I am training, the way I push my body, the soreness I go through. You know what I mean? Like if I'm feeling this sore and pushing through it and getting in that deep waters at 28, but when you're 38, you know what I mean? I just don't see how he can be matching me. You know what I mean? So but in saying that, I'm not saying he's not trying hard or he's not training hard or he's going to come underdone. But, I'm just I tick every box. You know, we don't take any shortcuts. We grind, we push. You know, soreness, tired, sickness. You know, it does not matter. We show up every day and we get it done. So, you know, it's the mentality I've had being in the gym, and I just feel like it's a hard mentality to match, especially for a 39-year-old.
And I bet you're happy with the decision you made now, because you know when you was gonna fight Zorro and the IBF were like, right, we're gonna strip you. There must have been a time where you thought, shit, do I grab the bag or do I wait, just keep my belt? But it's all worked out well.
It has, man. It worked out real well. You know, we just done what we had to do, you know, and it worked out well as well because we performed well. We done the hard work, we trained well, and then we performed, and that's, you know, if I would have got in the ring and fought like shit, then, you know, I'm sure it wouldn't have went so smoothly. But you know, like I said, we don't take shortcuts, so it pays off.
And when do you head out to Saudi Arabia for this one?
We're heading out on the 7th.
Okay. The last time you was in Saudi Arabia, you kind of made like world news. I'm sure you're aware of that. But I like the fact that you just stayed silent, just let everyone carry on, say what they want to say, make whatever narratives they want to make. But obviously, when you was in Saudi last time, you know, you went across for a week or so to spar Tyson to help him prepare for Usyk. And obviously the stories that broke out of that. So I just want to know, like, you know, when you first heard about this story saying, oh, Jai Opetaia has dropped Tyson Fury and he's been kicked out the camp and he's left the camp or whatever. All this crazy shit that came out that I know your team and Tyson's team have said it didn't happen. It's bullshit. But I just want to get your reaction to what was going through your mind when you saw that first come out.
Oh, it was annoying. You know what I mean? It pissed me off because, you know, it was such a positive thing, and I feel like it could have continued to be positive, and we could work together in the future and stuff like that. And then people that have no clue and they were not there, like they're just making up complete lies. You know what I mean? They just for clickbait. You know, they're just trying to make themselves look good by spreading rumors. You know, I felt like it was ridiculous, but unfortunately, that's what social media is sometimes. You know, it can be a good place, but at the same time, it can be a place full of shit and just and negative. But you know, we didn't take nothing negative from it. You know what I mean? The only negative was the rumor spread, but everything else was positive. You know what I mean? The experience was positive, the sparring was positive. You know, we went there, we learned. You know, my team learned, and it was just a great experience. You know, and I'm grateful for the experience. And if I wasn't fighting on the same card, on the same show, preparing for Briedas, I would have stayed longer. I would have stayed the whole camp. You know what I mean? But I had to think about myself. I had to think about my own preparation. You know what I mean? I'm fighting for a world title as well. So, you know, I'm not fighting a 6'9" fighter. So it's just a complete different style of what I have to do. So that's the real reason we left, is just because we had to sort of think of our own camp. So I didn't feel like that was a bad thing, and it is what it is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people, obviously, that's what that came out afterwards. People are saying, well, you know, if you went there, should you took sparring partners with you, or why was it an afterthought? You know, just your response to them, people suggesting that.
It was a big, there was a bit of miscommunication. You know what I mean? We we got told there was going to be other fighters there that didn't make it, and then when we rocked up, you know, but it is what it is. These things happen. You know what I mean? Not everything goes to plan, and to be honest, it's no one else's fucking business. You know what I mean? Like it's my camp and Fury's camp. I don't know why everyone's got to stick their 2 cents in. Like what they say even matters. You know what I mean? Like everyone's a professional fucking boxing coach and, you know, knows how to do camps.
It's a
Who are
great
you?
sport.
Where's your world titles? You know what I mean? Everyone becomes a professional. So, man, it's all outside noise. Honestly, none of it even matters. And the people that are saying it, who are they? You know what I mean? Fucking writing comments on Facebook, like it's good to have their support, and they are invested in the sport. You know what I mean? And I love and respect that, but they're just trying to, like, there's a lot of people trying to put a negative thing on something it's fine. You know what I mean? They've blown it into a thing that doesn't even matter. So it is what it is. We live and we learn, and we're just pushing forward.
Definitely, man. You know, in the words of Tyson Fury, for the 2% that are out there, Dave from Dagenham and Steve from Stevenage, just confirm you didn't drop Tyson Fury and that was just a false rumor.
Yeah, it was a false rumor. I never dropped him.
There you go.
We had a good spar. You know what I mean? It was good.
That's it. And how did you find mixing with Tyson? Obviously, he's a unique personality in himself. He's going to go down as one of the greats of this era. So how did you kind of find mixing and just being around somebody like that?
It was honestly, it was an honor. You know what I mean? I've these big international fights have only happened for me real quick. You know what I mean? Like the last 2 years, 3 years, you have just heard of me. Well, I've been training and following these guys' journeys. 5 years ago, I used to watch these guys on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like,
Isn't it?
even Usyk, he was the head of the cruiserweight division, and I was like, I was still fighting in freaking like RSLs and stuff, like little pubs and stuff in my area, like trying to wait for my opportunity. You know what I mean? And I've taken the long route to get here. You know what I mean? I used to watch these guys on YouTube and just fucking like, yeah, I'm gonna, I want to get here. I want to be on that world stage. And now I'm fighting semi-main event on the Usyk Fury undercard. You know what I mean? Like, it's just all hard work. It's discipline. We've been patient. We've sacrificed, pain, blood, sweat, and tears. There's no shortcuts. The journey we've had to get here, and it just made it all fucking feel good, because now that we're here, we know we deserve to be here. We've earned our spot here. We have not taken one shortcut. So there's not, we walk in that ring with confidence. We've done enough. We've taken the long route. So, we're ready.
That's remarkable, man. You should be proud of yourself there. Like you just said, they're fighting in pubs 4 or 5 years ago, looking up to people like Usyk, and now you're mixing in that company, fighting on the same cards and getting involved in sparring that's to do with Usyk and Fury, which is it's been an amazing journey for you. Just curious on that journey from fighting in pubs to now fighting, in Riyadh season. Obviously, financially, you're probably secure now as well. You obviously want to make more money. I'm just curious, have you treated yourself to anything that you've always wanted and gone and bought something for yourself?
Oh man, well,
The new fishing rods?
this is all new. You know what I mean? I've only leveled up. Like I've gone up a level. You know what I mean? I've still got a long way to go. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm talking like fucking couldn't even find matching pairs of socks and shit. You know what I mean? Like holes in my shoes. Like, now, now I just get to buy myself some shoes and shit. And I got a big family. You know what I mean? I got people to take care of. I got, I got mouths to feed. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this for the flashy cars and you know what I mean? I'm not doing this to be a fucking famous, wear diamonds around my neck and shit like that. I'm doing this to provide. I'm bringing this to bring bread home for my family, so we can all take, holidays together. You know what I mean? The drive's different for me. So all that flashiness and buying expensive things, bro, we're a long way from that. Like I still got family members that still work every day. So until they start working and they can go home and live in their house peacefully, we're far away from that shit.
I love that, Jay. I think that gives a really good insight into the kind of person and human being you are for people that are watching this now. So thank you for kind of putting that across. Last thing I've got to ask you is, there's going to be 4 champions in this division now, as long as your fight doesn't end a draw. Which belt have you got your eye on? Gilberto Ramirez, I think he's got the WBA. Norey Mik, I can't even say his name, the Russian guy who's just won the WBC. And obviously you got CBS across in England.
I've said it for a long time. I really want that WBO belt around my waist, but honestly, after this fight, I'll fight any of them. It does not bother me. You know what I mean? I just get this fight out of the way. I've got a tough fight ahead of me, and it's taken my full focus. And then once I've accomplished that, then we focus on the next belt. There's always been politics, and it's hard to get these fights over the line, but I'm sure if I just keep performing well, I keep training hard, they'll fall into place. And that's just how my mindset is. So
Have you been watching the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney build up? What do you make of all this, the media and stuff Ryan's been coming out with? Is he trolling?
oh, man, I got no clue. You know what I mean? It's showbiz. You know what I mean? It's they get mixed up with the fight game and showbiz. It's me personally, man. I'm not for that shit at all. You know what I mean? Like, makes degrading the sport in a way. You know what I mean? Like, David Haney, man, he's a great boxer. You know what I mean? I respect his hard work. I know he trains hard. You know what I mean? You can't deny it. But I don't know. You know, I don't want to speak too badly about other fighters. I'm focused on my other stuff, but I've seen a lot of silly shit pop up in my newsfeed that I just scroll straight past. So, you know, it is what it is.
If anything, like you said, you learn from it yourself. So you can always take a positive out of a negative. But either way, Jai, I look forward to seeing you in Saudi in a couple of weeks' time. Any final message to your fans?
To my fans, man, bro, thank you all for the support. You know what I mean? We're just getting started. You know what I mean? I'm far from finished. 17th of May, we make another statement.
Jai Opetaia, as always, I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you in Saudi in 3-4 weeks' time.
Thank you.
Win gold now. IPMB is giving away 5 24-karat gold coins to our token holders worth over $2,000 each.
Let's do this.
Thank you very much for this great news. It's amazing.
It's never been easier to own gold, so join the raffle now.